Hey everyone, what's going on? Brian Porter here at the woodworking side of the Porter shop. Check it out. Try not to get dizzy spinning around. Got all the beautiful woodworking equipment. And recently, some industry friends of ours and some industry people that we worked with in the past, Iconic Guitars, announced that they had laid off everyone, that they are now trying to reinvent, basically, starting from zero almost and working back up, and that the industry has just been very brutal. And it's something that kind of, we don't work with them anymore, but it's something that kind of hurt when you watch that stuff. You see that as a gear company owner, you see, and you talk to other people in the industry that are struggling and that are having a challenge having a gear company in this economy in these challenging times. As we're coming up the COVID thing, we're kind of trying to all figure out where we're going. NAMM is in a couple days as of recording this video, and so I'm curious to see how that shakes down with the NAMM show happening, with just people kind of making their pushes for NAMM and seeing if that really goes anywhere, if there's going to be any dealers there. Yeah, I'm just curious. So if any of you are watching this and you're going to NAMM, I'd love to actually hear a on the ground report, if you will, of what the NAMM show has been. But I'm actually just here to talk about that whole thing, the whole challenge of having a gear company and making it all fit together. The last 6 or 7 months have been really challenging for many of us in the gear industry. We're all trying to fit this puzzle together, and it's one of those puzzles that you buy at the secondhand store that doesn't have all the pieces. It's one of those puzzles where some of the pieces don't fit, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I keep a crew intact? How do I keep the facility paid for? How do I keep pushing out the products? What risks do I take? What risks do I not take? And for us, as you've watched some of our other videos, the last few years have been really all about basically kind of pushing some things that used to work for us out the door, kind of like finalizing some of those relationships that we've had and really focusing in on the core of what we want to do at Porter. Now, as I watch other people kind of go through the same stuff, extreme and not as extreme examples, it's tough to see, to be honest. It's really hard to see people in this industry who I know care so much about making guitar stuff. They care about making a difference. They care about putting their stuff out in the wild and helping you, the musician. We're no different than the next guy that's struggling, or the big company that's kind of maybe not meeting the massive corporation numbers. So it's really interesting out there. The gear industry is changing and shifting, and we've had some plans in motions for over a year to kind of adapt and to change. And at the end of the day, you hope that's enough. You hope that's a way that you can move forward and pursue that. And the reason why I shot this video in this side of the shop is this part of the shop actually represents the biggest risk that I've ever taken as a company owner, is to make guitars. Now, if you look back in our history, I've actually been making guitars all the way through. I started making guitars before Porter Pickups even existed. Porter Pickups became the driving force financially, product line based, and as far as delivery times and efficiency, all that stuff far exceeded anything else that I've ever done with guitars. Now, we've sold a pretty decent amount of guitars, nothing really to compare to any bigger companies by any means. But we're sitting here a couple days from NAMM, and I'm thinking, man, that was our biggest risk that we ever took financially. And we made a whole bunch of guitars that tried to take this next step, and then COVID happened, and things kind of went south from there for many of us in the gear industry. And so we had to kind of shift and pivot when our plan was, this is the year that guitars is finally going to take off. And so I'm sitting here in the room behind me. I'll walk over there just so you can see it. Again, these are video blogs, so we're not overproducing anything. This is our office/demo room. You can see our beautiful brick wall there. Over here is one of these very beautiful Les Bois semi-hollows. This year for me was about continuing to pursue this as a passion, to try to make the best guitar I could make, and I've been really, really proud of the last few guitars that have come out of the shop. I've liked most everything about all the other ones, but this is kind of represents I don't want to say the completion of my journey, but it represents the pursuit of this beast, this guitar thing, and from that came Porter Pickups. And so it's just really interesting. So I think about all the risks that I've taken. I think about the sleepless nights that I've had as a gear company owner. I think about people that have come and gone that have worked here, people that have left in difficult ways, people that have left in great ways, and all the things that it takes to make this guitar thing into a business, and how much that actually takes out of you. So watching that video of Kevin from Iconic, man, just it's tough to see, and wish them the best. I'm thankful for people in this industry, again, like I said before, that are willing to put themselves out there, willing to try, and keep that in mind when you're, you know, I saw some stuff online. It's like, oh, well, they shouldn't have done this or should have done that. And like, you know what? If you don't take a risk, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to come of it if you don't try. And so that would be my thing with any of that stuff, with what we do here. It's like I have to try to make the best decision I can, and to help out our customers, to provide for employees, and to kind of make this all fit. And that's a struggle, and it's a challenge, and there's good and bad times. And so here we are, 2024, we're moving forward, and we're going to continue to chase guitar stuff, and hopefully have a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully you know, get paid every once in a while if we can. But thank you guys. I'd love to hear kind of what you think about the state of the gear industry below. I know we've done a couple videos of that, but I literally just wanted to turn the camera on and talk to you guys, and hope everyone's doing great. We will catch you guys on the next video.